Dili,
Okay na, ne?
Okay lang? Tanong naman sa inyong mga camera kung okay lang ang register.
Isa po amigo mga camera din na. Okay na akong buhok.
Okay lang, ma'am. Wala si Wade.
Alright, good afternoon guys. First question. Before that, ito si i-settle. Huwag namin magbutang. Alright, go ahead. Ayan, yeah.
Yes, Mama. Your first reaction when the President made formal or official his pronouncement declaring the CPP-NP as terror?
Yes, ma'am. My first reaction was my statement before was validated. It was after the pagkamatay ni 4 months ago. Yes, 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 during when Mr. Larry died. Larry, nakiyangalan na. Larry, yes. When Mr. Larry died, I already called them terrorists. And now that there is a presidential proclamation declaring them as such, my statement was validated. But can I just say that as that's my personal na feelings. As city mayor, I am saddened because there were efforts coming from the city government to sit down and talk about peace with the New People's Army. So half ang ako reaction. Half I'm happy and half I'm sad. Personal na ako, nalipay ko, pero sa dili na ko, personal sa trabaho na ko, wala ako nalipay.
But you're still pursuing other ways of reaching out, maybe to the communities. You're changing the...
Yes, ma'am. The DCPs conducted a meeting this morning, and the output of that meeting is that since the policy of government is never and not to negotiate with terrorists, what we will do is talk to the communities about issues in the communities. So we will supersede the DCP's EO with another EO. It will be Davao City Advisory Committee for Peace and Development. So they will, the committee will talk to the communities now, and they will start in Pakibato, in Lumian.
Yes,
Mayor, when the new DCPs, may dadagdag pa po ba sa kanila na members or as is po yung...
As a start, sila lang muna ngayon, and under sa new EO sila pa rin yung members ng committee. Yes, ang new short name niya ngayon is DCPs Dem. So it's the Advisory Committee for Peace and Development. So they will continue their work for peace, but they will address the issues in the communities and talk to the people in the communities. So hindi na NPA ngayon ang kausap nila, kundi yung mga tao na nasa komunidad.
Ano po yung expected outcome, ma'am? After they talk to the communities, what's going to happen next? Is it going to be limited to the city level, or ano po yung output na hinihingi natin from the communities?
Sa kanila, it will be an output for the use of the city government of Davao to address issues in the communities, since we acknowledge na doon ay mga issues sa komunidad with regard to government services, with regard to government. So what we want to do is ask the communities themselves, gikan yun sa mga tao, kung unsa yun ang ilahang panginahanglan, ilahang problema dito. And that advisory committee will tell the city mayor's office what to do sa mga issues dito anang lugar.
Good questions.
Ma'am, peace and development connotes negative perception from other side because of the military presence, and leading civilian agencies to conduct basic services. What would be the difference of this peace and development that you're initiating than the national government through the military?
kuan ma'am, the advisory committee is it's just that the name, ma'am. We're using the same names because that is what we want to see in those communities. Makakita ta og kalinaw o kalambuan sa ilahang komunidad. It is different because ang DCPs wala sila'y military member, walay participation ng Armed Forces of the Philippines. In fact, even ang Philippine National Police, which is in charge of law and order, wala po yung participation sa DCP. So it's purely social services side of the city government, legal side of the city government, and our consultants in ato ang mga gi-imbita ng mga committee head.
But the city, ma'am, still welcomes those who want to surrender kasi wala pa namang guidelines yung
yes, that was discussed also and gipark namo na issue. We are since dunay presidential proclamation nga automatic ka na terrorist without need of a declaration based on the law. Automatic ka na mahimong terrorist if you are a member of the group or of the group. So dili na mo matubag siya karon because we cannot negotiate with terrorists. Mauna siya ang kuan na karon ang rule. So i-park sa namo until we can discuss on ways na pwede makigistorya sa ilaha without the problem is kung makigistorya mi sa isa ka terrorist sa malink mi as supporter or sympathizer of a terrorist, so mas mag-worsen ang imuhang sitwasyon kung makigistorya ka og terrorista because ma-appeal ka. And because the label is not limited diri sa Philippines, once you are labeled as a terrorist, mosulod ka sa katong listahan sa mga terorista all over the world. So that is a very sensitive matter. That's why i-park sa namo. That's why dili na may makigistorya sa ilaha, makigistorya na lang may sa mga tao sa communities.
Ma'am, how we handle rest sa mga members of this committee na want to considering terrorist and tapos sila sa medyo pagbanan ng business area sa nila dito.
Yes, how will we handle
Rest sa risko nila, ma'am.
risk? Yes, ang security nila will be handled by our PSSCC. Kanang ato ang Public Security and Safety Office. Dili sila tabangan na sa military, but to a certain point siguro pwede sila tabangan na sa police. Kung naa sila ay problema. But kung wala naman, ang PSSCC na to ang mag-secure sa ila.
Aside from Cotabato, Mayor, Santos, identified barangay
sa karon, they want to test the waters sa Lumian, sa Pakibato. So since gamay po ang ato ang committee, pila lang ka members, gusto nila mag-try sa isa ka lugar. Dili sa kanang they don't want to
Are these people, ito yung mga masses o masa na supporter?
Dili man nato maingon na mga Davaoenyo. Mga Davaoenos, tanan na naa sa komunidad na interested makigistorya sa committee, ilahang awhagon na makigistorya and then discuss issues dito sa ilahang lugar.
How about the community, ma'am, that we have fought with the insurgents na parang supporters na rin sila, parang masa kung tatawagin?
Mauna ang tricky, because katong na law, pag supporter ka or sympathizer ka, appeal ka ma-label as terrorist supporter or sympathizer. So medyo tricky kaayo, dili tricky, medyo sensitive and dangerous. You are put in a sensitive and dangerous situation if you talk to a terrorist because ma-label ka as sympathizer or supporter of a terrorist. Therefore, ma-appeal ka sa listahan.
Mayor, why Julia?
Ay, sila ang nagpili, ma'am. Ano no? Wala ko tabali sa ila.
Ang ganyan pula na nila ipa-disclose. Kaya kanta, pwede na nila i-disclose.
Wala ko kabalo. Wala ko kabalo ang ano lumiyag because I give the committee a free hand on what they want to do. That's dili ko gusto masagulan siya sa ako ang bias. Manggod so napasagdan ako sila on sa ilahang plano and on sa ilahang mga gusto buhaton. And then nagapaminaw lang po sa ilahang output and sa ilahang recommendation.
Ma'am, what do you think would be the impact of the declaration of PNPs as terrorists to Davao security, and what's your directive to the PNP?
I understand that the AFP will have a meeting today to discuss the effects and their way forward with regard to the presidential proclamation and the law. Kung sa gamit kong law nga,
Human security.
no. Dili Human Security Act ang ilahang site na law. Dito. Basta katong law, 10 something,
10.16.
Oh, yes, kana siya. Katong na law, not the Human Security Act. It's matawag na nato siya na peace and order problem. So we leave it to the Philippine National Police and the Armed Forces of the Philippines on kung saan nila implement sa presidential proclamation.
Okay, last 3 questions. Kung wala na, okay.
Christmas message for the specific.
Yes, my Christmas message to everyone. May I remind all the adults that Christmas is for children. So kung sa ato ang madawat, karong Pasko, kinahanglan ato anang i-share sa ato ang mga anak, sa ato ang mga apo, and to other children as well. And may the children be happy this Christmas season through our kindness and generosity.
Sa survey ko na din ito Davao University noong November, they made the survey as of over 2026, lumabas po na number 1 na problema ng mga taga-Davao is traffic, drugs, and poverty. And then most of the respondents said that it's worsened just in 6 months.
Yes, ma'am. We understand that. So, wait lang. Sa traffic, we are talking with the Asian Development Bank to help us shift from the jeepneys to the high priority bus system for our main routes and leave the jeepneys dito sa mga feeder routes. So, we'd like to see that siguro by 2019. Basta sure ko ma'am, pagkahuman sa term ni PRD, in place na ang high priority bus system. And ang ilahang short-term solutions karon is kanang ato ang ginabuhat sa ato ang mga security groups, which is kanang lambat bitag. Ginatanggal nila sa dalan nga ng mga illegal, mga walay rehistro, kanang mga ingana. So nagabuhat tag permi o mga operations na ingana to declog the streets. And drugs, yun na tayo Tarana, which is a project under sa ato ang City Anti-Drug Abuse Council. This is a community-based rehabilitation for those who want to magbag-o sa ilahang bisyo, maghunong sa ilahang bisyo. So, kani siya is intended na to catch katong mga users nato nga naa sa communities. And with regard to sa drug operations, nagpadayon ang ato ang PIDEA and ang ato ang assisted by our Davao City Police Office to conduct operations diri sa ato ang mga known na mga drug personalities. Ano to isa? Ano to isa? Poverty. Yes. Yes. Poverty. Ang amo ang approach karon sa poverty is number 1, responsible planning, responsible parenthood, and education. So what we are trying to do is come up with projects. Initially, ang amo ang gibuhat karon is inspiring our women and our children na magtarong og eskwela para mahumanan sila og eskwela, and then our women to practice responsible parenthood para malimitahan nila ang ilahang pag-anak, para maplanuhan nila ang ilahang pag-anak. And yes, ano na siya? Education and responsible parenthood.
Okay, one question here, then last question.
Mayor, yung sa OFW Center, meron po ba the NGO na I think that's Mindanao Migrants and Youth Government perspective about it, the update on that?
Well, OFW Center? Wala. There's nothing on my table about an OFW Center. O wala po kita sa account schedule about an OFW Center. Sorry. But we'll get back to you if we have more information about it.
Mayor, nagpagawa si Assistant City Administrator Isang White regarding sa tawag na pagbawal sa mga offices karon na mag-conduct ng inspection sa mga business establishments. And then, right kagahapon, kagabi night, mga sentro, allegedly sentro garbage collectors na nagpangayo ko pinasikumasan.
O kaluin na lang po na ninyo ang mga garbage collector. Wala na sila Centro garbage collectors do not inspect. Wala sila yung regulatory function. So, kung garbage collector ka, kung tagaan man ka sa kaluoy sa tao, wala kay maikahatag sa iyahang balik, kundi pagkuha sa imuhang basura. Kuhaon niya ang iyaha lang moingon is kuhaon ko ni o dili o tagaan ko mong kwarta, di ba? Ang ana ra ang iyaha, wala siya regulatory function. So, ang sentro, kuhaon niya ang basura. Otherwise, ang rule sa sentro is pag one strike ni sa ilaha, pag na-complete tanggal tanan, nga na ang rule sa sentro. So, considering that job orders are not government employees, dili siya bawal.
Or Mayor, ang panis, wala daw sa master list of sa sentro, and then nagpatalas na
Ilad na siya, sir, kung dili siya taga-sentro.
Okay, mumunto yung pagkaganyan.
Yes, okay. Kung dili siya job order under the city government of Davao, and then solicit siya using the name of Sentro, I suggest to katong nakadawat sa solicitation na mag-complain siya sa Davao City Police Office sa pinakaduol nilang police station so that mapa-entrap na itong mga nag-solicit na ginagamit ang pangalan sa Sentro.
Last clarification ng katong memo, why is it na-issue ang city?
Yes. Because dili na to gusto na ma-misinterpret sa katawhan ang kaning ato ang mga regulatory offices nga naga-solicit for Christmas. So, para ma-avoid na lang ang appearance of impropriety, bisan gug wala, pero basin ma-misinterpret sa kanang makadawat o notice, atoan na lang na i-put on hold and then resume pag wala na ang season of kanang Pasko.
Alright, thank you very much, guys.
Suno. Okay.
Assistance for the victims of fire.
Yes, ma'am. Ang sa saksa nato nahatag na ang financial assistance nila, nahatag na ang ilahang dry goods assistance, and then nahatag na ang non-food assistance sa ilaha. And then ganina this morning nag-istorya mi diri sa barangay captain sa saksa niya na siya nga magpataging siya sa mga qualified na for relocation. So once mahuman tong gidonate na mga houses dito sa Los Amigos, katong mga qualified for relocation can avail of that housing dito sa Los Amigos. Pero gingnan ako si Kapitan since wala pa man ang houses, ang mabuhat nato karon is come up with a list kung kinsa ang pwede. And then sa Bangkerohan, same. Non-food assistance, food assistance, and then we're coming up with a master list para sa financial assistance nila. Wala kami nagka-istorya ni barangay captain kung doon na ba'y tagging for relocation.
Ma'am, last na lang, ma'am. Kanang sa transporting of firecrackers, do you allow kanang
Once a
diri
month.
Davao?
Oo. Ang ato ang ordinance manggo dili siya naga-distinguish kung transporting ka lang. So bawal siya na ipaagi diri sa syudad sa Davao.
Mayor, last lang, kanang mga, natin mga lumas na mga dito sa city. So, dapat ay jaywalking ordinance na magmulta ang mga tao kung kimot ang pwede sila. Appeal sila ngayon.
Of course, appeal sila pero lenient man ta sa ilaha because we understand na kanang dili kaayo sila kanang aware sa mga rules and regulations. So yes, covered gihapon sila sa ato ang mga laws and ordinances, but in the spirit of Christmas and in the spirit of humanitarianism, namin word na yung ano? Yes? Naana sa word na yun? Siguro magtarong ako ang mga sentences ba? So, yes, kana. We are very lenient during the Christmas season.
Alright, I'm sorry, we have to end the press conference.
Yes.
May end na ba?
Thank